going on, ladies and gentlemen? I am Chance Lover in the Penny Bull Trading Group on Facebook, and today we're going to be talking about my personal challenge. I'm going to try to make $2,000 into six in 1 month. So by the end of July, I hope to have this account at 2,000. I went ahead and withdrew most of my money on my account, and we'll see how it goes. Right now, I'm actually down. I'm down $270. I invested in CHF Solutions. It seemed alright. I bought it a dip. It shot back up to 102. Could have sold it there for $80. I held on to it. You never know. It could go back up. It is Monday. Tomorrow the market's closed. We'll see how it goes. Having surgery later today, so I probably won't set a stop loss. I guess if I blow up my account, I blow up my account. But this is a goal for me. I'd like to show some of the new investors, some people that don't have a lot of money, that they can make money by being on the stock market. You don't have to have a huge investment to do okay in the stock market. It's all knowledge, reading charts, listening from other people. Well, I say that. Don't follow blindly to what everyone else says. You'll see a lot of people on sites like StockTwits, some Facebook groups. I try to keep it off my Facebook group, but you'll see a lot of people saying, buy this, it's going to shoot to $1. And typically that's a lot of bullshit in my opinion. It normally is. Some stocks do that, but typically it's bullshit. But I'd like to show you guys that you can take $2,000 and turn that into 6, 10. You can make it on the stock market. You don't have to have a huge amount of money in order to start investing. I know there's a lot of guys my age. I'm 21. I've been doing this since I was about 18. I know there's a lot of people my age. They're working at McDonald's, or they're working at Sears, or working at Lowe's, or doing some minimum wage job. Maybe you're making $7.95 or $8.25, and you could be doing this all day. And if you're good enough at it, you don't have to work at that minimum wage job. I didn't get to go to college. I had some family issues. It worked out for me in the end. I ended up becoming a correctional officer. It's not that great of a job. However, it does pay very well. I'm making in the 30s, good health insurance. And for around here, 50, 60K, that's good money for where I live. I do live in Illinois. I know, a terrible state, but I decided I didn't want to do that for the rest of my life. The job isn't all that great. So I started getting into stock investing. My grandparents own a real estate company. I started getting into that. I now have my real estate license at 21 years old. I've made around 10K on the stock market. Not super great, but in the past year and a half, I made about 10K. I lost a lot when I first started. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have anyone to go and talk to. I wasn't involved in a lot of groups. Now, I'm seeing a big change. There's a lot of people talking and communicating, and that's why I started the Penny Bull Trading Group, because people can communicate. They can post on Facebook. Check out this stock. Check out this stock. You do have to be careful with that, because there are a lot of pumpers. That is a serious problem, especially on StockTwits. Man, this stock is fucking scaring me, man. 82. Ooh. That's about negative 327. Ooh. That's rough. But anyway, I just want to give you guys a little bit of my personal background. Talk to you about, what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to help the younger generation, people that are my age, really get into investing. I want people to be able to make money off this, be able to profit off this, because, I work midnights, the job I do now, and I can really only trade between the hours of, I'm Central Time, so about 8:30 to 10:30, and, I'd love to be able to do this for a full-time job. Right now I'm not proficient in it enough to do it for the rest of my life. To do it as a job, but sometimes it's a good little side income. I love doing it though. It's like a game to me. It's super fun. It's a thrill ride, and that's That's what it is. And you wouldn't think it'd be all that great because you're just looking at numbers, but really it can be very interesting. And if you got the drive to do something like this, in order to, it doesn't take that much. All you gotta do is go out and get a Robinhood account. Maybe $500, $1,000. I got my buddy into it. He started out with $500. It's $1,500 right now. He started maybe 3 weeks ago. All you need is a smartphone. One of these right here, S8, S8 Plus. I got a little laptop I used, to watch different charts. And that's all you need. You need about $500, a smartphone, and you need to have a little bit of drive. You need to go through, read articles, and learn how to read candlestick charts. Learn the different things. News. I watch a lot of Bloomberg reports. You need to get involved in that, and from there, this can go anywhere. You can work from anywhere if you become proficient at this enough in order to make money. I love the stock market, and I want you guys to love it too. Now, I know that sounds a little cheesy, but I was in a group back when I was in high school. It was called I'm not going to say my county's name, but it was called the CEO class. And what we did is we went around to all these different businesses. We probably went to, I don't know, probably 300 businesses, and we learned how they all worked. And, back in the day when I was in high school, I was probably 17 then, I didn't care. I just wanted to get out of high school. I wanted to get a job. I wanted to make money. I didn't care about, what was going on, what I was actually seeing. And now that I look back on it, I really wish I would have involved myself more while I was there. Because, I learned all these things. Man, the stock is bad. Ooh. Well, we'll see. Now, guys, don't judge me on this either. I'm probably going to lose. I might lose quite a bit of money on this trade, but, I'll make it back. Anyway, so I was in this group and I was seeing all these different things. I was seeing all these different businesses, cash flow. And back then, I really didn't know what it meant. Now that I've been involved in real estate, I've been involved in the stock market, and I've seen all this stuff, I can put two and two together. And, I can use that. I can see how different managing systems work, who's doing what, what's going where, and how the whole chain runs. And I really appreciate being able to see that. So I go back and I talk to these students that are in the class now. I'm here, I'm 21 years old, I have my own house, new car, it's all paid for. And I get to talk to these students about what I'm doing, and I want to be able to talk to them and explain to them how I'm making money and what I'm doing in life, because I want the younger generation, generation younger than me, my generation, the millennials, I want them to be able to do something like this, to be able to invest, to be able to make money without having to go work at McDonald's or without having to go work at some labor-intensive job that they hate, that has no benefits. I don't want kids my age to have to do that. I want them to be able to grow, learn, read, focus on something that challenges them. I don't want kids my age to have to go to a job, which I'm not hashing on McDonald's or anything, but it's a good example. You're going to go to McDonald's, you're going to do all this work, you're going to get treated like crap. You're going to get treated like crap by customers, probably your other employees. You don't get crap for wages. You don't get sick time. You don't get vacation days. And you're only making $8.25 an hour. So you're making probably, $250 a week, tops, maybe. You can make that in the stock market in 20 minutes. It's all knowledge. It's all... You take your initial investment of $500,000. You read some books. You scan on the internet. You can make in a week. You can make in one day, in 2 hours, what you make in a whole week working at McDonald's in the stock market. Now you're gonna lose some too, but think of the possibilities. If you could get really good at this, if you could understand it, if you could learn how to read all the charts, you can go far. And I'd like to show you a couple sites that I use. Maybe it'll help you out. Robinhood, number one. You can download on your phone. You can download BlueStack. It's a app that pretty much just lets you run Google Play on your laptop, which I don't really use it that often. Most of the time it's on my phone. It's free. You only pay $1 a month for all your trades. I mean, that's awesome. Now, you got to be careful. I use StockTwits. It's kind of like a Twitter for the stock market. We'll scroll down, you'll see all these people, talking about what they think the stock's going to do. Like this guy says, definitely going to go back up Wednesday, oversold here. You really have to watch what a lot of these people say, because they may say, like this one right here, to the moon on Wednesday. Buy now or you'll regret it. No regrets. He's trying to pump that stock up. He's trying to make it profitable for him, which is great. But you can't go through and listen to what all these guys say. So here is the other site I use, Stock Invest US. It's a pretty good site. It tells you if it's a buy candidate. There's several different features here you can use. But I mean, it shows you why you should buy it, why you should sell it. The trend on the DXTR is not all that great, and it just gives you a little, different signals, what's going on, and you need to evaluate, what trade you're going into, and what you're buying. But the way I look at it is, if you can take several different sources, so we'll say you look at DXTR, you look at StockTwits, it says it's a buy candidate. StockTwits, there's some good things people are saying about it. You can go in here and look at how many people are watching the stock. So like 10,000 people are watching DXTR. You'll have a little candlestick charts here, You can look at the sentiment, which is, the percentage on bearish and bullish. You can see the message volume of how many people are messaging right now. If you can take all these things together, another app I use is Thinkorswim, which it's through TD Ameritrade. It's a really good app. I really like it. It shows you a better candlestick chart of what's going on. Due to Robinhood only being on your phone, only having a bar graph, it's really only good for the buying selling points. You can't really study what you're buying. It does have a little news, but overall, if you can take all these different things together, if you can take what you're looking at here on StockTwits, if you can take Stock Invest US, you can look at the charts, look at the graphs, and find the dips, find where the support is, find where the resistance is, and if you can buy at that dip when it starts to go up, you're gonna make $80 here and there. You're gonna make some money. Now you're not always gonna get lucky, and sometimes you're gonna have some real bad days, like this right here. I'm hoping just because it's 4th of July weekend and this stock isn't completely trashed. I hope it goes back up. But, you can hope in one hand and crap in the other. We'll see how that goes. But I'm just here trying to make YouTube videos in order to show kids, well, not kids, but, people my age, people, a little bit older, a little bit younger. I want the newer generation to see that you don't have to struggle for money. You don't have to struggle. You can go to school. You don't have to work, 40 hours a week if you did this on the side. If you're proficient enough at this, you can make some money off this, and then maybe you can go to college. I didn't have that option. I didn't really know a whole lot about the stock market then. And since then, I have went back to school. I'm in school part-time right now. I take some online classes. But this stock investing is amazing. And I'd really like millennials in my age group to really get into this and really learn. And I appreciate you guys listening to me rambling. Have a go for July, and keep trading, people. Keep trading.